Hello and welcome back to all my crypto maniacs out there. I hope you are doing great because Bitcoin was in a short-term bull market right now. We did see a nice rise off of these supports here. We are going to be talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum and some other coins right now. But first, I do have to put out a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say in these videos is for entertainment purposes only. So please be smart before you put any of your hard-earned money into these volatile markets. So without any further ado, let's just go into the content. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. As we always do, it's the first most important coin that we probably all have our eyes on. It's the coin that started all of this FOMIA right now. So let's see how it looks like on the 4-hourly chart. In the past few days ago, what was this, about 4 days ago, we did see Bitcoin form this nice W here, which is a nice potential trade. We did pump to the upside, breaking the previous resistance of this W. We went down and retest our resistance as support, and right now Bitcoin is pumping to the upside, and it is right now trading around $54,000, somewhere around there. But we did see a rise all the way up to approximately, let's just see exactly, it's 54,500. So I would like to see Bitcoin consolidate here, or even when going down and retesting this 0.786 Fibonacci line as a support. This would give Bitcoin nice trampoline chance to trampoline up to the upside and pump even higher all the way to our previous all-time high. If we break that, then I believe, as we said in the previous video, 70,000 to about $77,000 would be my next target. And as we also see, we didn't only form this small W here, we are also forming a bigger W right now. If we are looking at the daily chart, which we will right now, we can see that Bitcoin just formed a nice W. It's not as clear W as it would be. Let's look at do we have any more? Do we have 12 hours? I'm not gonna be adding anymore. Let's just look at the 12 hours. Let's look at that. Let's try 12 hours. Oh, I can't add it. I have a free trading view, so I can look at that. But yeah, we do have a nice W forming here. And we already broke to the upside. Let me just put my phone to mute. Okay, we do have a nice W here, and we just broke to the upside. So again, if we go down and retest this 0.786 Fibonacci line, it would just confirm our W resistance as a support, which would give this pump more power to go to the upside. And if we measure this move from here to the top, and we put our price target to the breakout point, we would be seeing approximately $62,000 level as a resistance. This would again, this doesn't mean that the trend is going to stop here. We could just see some consolidation here, or a nice correction down to test our previous all-time highs before we continue higher, or we could just break through it and pump all the way up to this $70,000 level. So there's a lot going on in Bitcoin right now. It is looking extremely bullish. If we are drawing a little bit differently, we can also see that it is forming kind of a head and shoulders pattern here. So if we go something like this, then we have a head here, our head, and our second shoulder here. Let's put this a bit higher, and we are forming a nice inverse head and shoulders pattern here, which has the same target as the W. I am looking at more of a W here than inverse head and shoulders, because this price action here was too fast. It would be nicer to see a price action looking something like going from here down to here and then taking some swing up as we saw in this area here. However, It could still be inverse head and shoulders, but it doesn't really mind because we do have a nice W here. So our price target is the same. It would be around $62,000. So if you are if you do want to trade this, I would suggest that you wait for a confirmation of our previous resistance as support at 0.786 Fibonacci line, which would give us a nice entry price for now here. If you do trade this and you get a price here and we see a pump to the all-time high, this would be 12% to the upside. Our target at $62,000 level would be around 18.5%. And if you are using leverage, you could make even more profits here. If you are using 10x leverage, this would be 185% profit. However, leverage trading is for experienced traders only. If you are a new trader, I would suggest you're not using leverage, you just trade on spot for now. So just so you learn how everything works, to learn some patterns, learn how to place a stop loss and take profit targets and everything like that. And after you know that and you feel you're more experienced now, then jump to the leverage trading. Again, I have to put out, I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say and doing these videos is for entertainment purposes only. So again, be smart and do your own research before you put any of your hard-earned money into these volatile markets. If you are looking at the daily for Bitcoin right now, it is looking quite great. We can see that we had some nice correction to the downside. Unfortunately, we didn't hit my targets at $42,000 levels, $42,500 all the way down to $38,000. These I laddered some longs here. Unfortunately, we didn't trigger that, but I am looking for a potentially new trade. I did enter a small trade once we broke. Let me just check. Okay, yeah, once we broke $52,000 level, so it's around here. Once we broke this Fibonacci line, I did enter a small trade. If we do see a nice correction here, I'm gonna be adding some more margin to my position with expectation of going higher. So this is gonna be it for Bitcoin right now. Again, if we do break our all-time high, this would be another potential trade right here. Because if we do go all the way up from here, we have 18% and then 30% to the upside. And if we do get a nice entry point at this 0.786 Fibonacci line, this would mean we could take 33% to our first longer term targets. It's not a long term target, it's more like a short to medium term. Because I do believe that once Bitcoin pumps, it is going to take just a few days to get to here, maybe a week and a half. And this could be 300% profit to the upside if you are trading on 10x leverage. And our second target at 1.618 Fibonacci extension would be something like 46% to the upside, which would be 460% profit. So keep your eyes on that. It is looking great that Bitcoin is starting to make higher lows and higher highs right now. It broke our previous lower high. So this is again a huge bullish potential. Let's look at EMRs and look at this. It perfectly bounced off of these EMR lines on the daily chart, formed a nice W here as we did here. So potentially we could have a nice bump to the upside right now. It is looking extremely good. The one more resistance that we're looking at, it could be somewhere around $56,000 level, because we did have some candle closes here, but I don't believe that this will hold the Bitcoin down. If we do have a nice volume support break to the upside, this resistance would be absolutely nothing in comparison to what we can have. So 56,000 and again $58,000 level somewhere here could be a small resistance, but nothing to be worried about. Okay, let's jump to let's jump to 4-hourly chart. Let me just turn this off and let's go to Ethereum. Let me just check which chart. I'm gonna go with this one. So we did see Ethereum dump quite a lot. We went all the way up to 2000 and almost $2,050, and then dumped all the way down to $1,290. But if you just don't consider this week here and this small correction here, or what we say downtrend, we did find a nice support at this previous high level. We did have a bunch of candle closes and a bunch of candle resistance supports from this level here. We can just expand that a bit. Let me just do it like something like this. Okay, we can see that we bounced nicely off of this support, and right now we are just pumping to the upside, and it is trading around $1,800 right now. So I expect that Ethereum will find some resistance around $1,880 all the way up to $1,940, and I do believe that Ethereum will slowly try to break this line, maybe consolidate within this between these lines here before breaking to the upside. But once Ethereum breaks above this $1,945, I do believe we do have a huge potential trade. Let's just draw some Fibonacci lines here from the top of our all-time high down to our conclusion of this downtrend. And as we can see, let's check if there's any significance here. And we do have 0.236 Fibonacci line nicely excuse me, respected nicely as a support. We had a nice resistance at this line, see a multiple candle closes and rejections from here, some support. Then again 0.5 line was acted as a resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5 times, and then we turned it into support. And then we tested 0.618 as a resistance, went down to test 0.5 as a support, and right now we are breaking to the upside. It would be nice to see Ethereum go down and retest this 0.618 line as a support, and if we do that, I believe we're gonna have more than enough power to break this 0.786 Fibonacci line, which corresponds with our resistance here. So I do hope that we're gonna see something like so, and then bump to the upside, and right here we would have a confirmation of a breakout once we break our previous high, which could give us a nice pump all the way up to our previous all-time high. And if we do break that, our next target would be somewhere around this 1.382 Fibonacci line, which would be just somewhere around $2,333. And if you do remember, looking at the long term, I believe this was my resistance on the Fibonacci extension lines, and the next target is around 2,500. And if we are looking at the daily, we'll be looking at the daily, and let's go to our long term. If we can see that our Fibonacci trend Fibonacci extension line is nicely corresponding with this 1.382 Fibonacci extension, I believe, which is the same as here, around $2,360, and on the short term we have about $2,330. Yeah, somewhere around $35. So it is looking good. Ethereum is looking great right now. It was consolidating. Let me just check. I never checked if we draw something like this, does it correspond with anything? Not really. Oh wait, I'm on logarithmic. It doesn't work on logarithmic as so let me check. No, it's not gonna be, no, it's nothing like that. Okay, so again, we do have a nice bounce off of the support lines, and we are going to the upside. So potentially our trade would be somewhere from 1,940. You can, if you want to be sure, you can go above our previous all-time high, and you could be trading all the way up to this $2,360 level. I do believe we're gonna see some nice rejection here and retest our previous all-time high as a support. If we do that, this would be extremely healthy for Bitcoin to go up, for Ethereum, I apologize, for Ethereum to pump to the upside, break our next resistance and go all the way up to $3,790. And this could happen, of course, within the next few weeks, because we know that once Ethereum breaks its most important resistances, it just breaks to the upside like crazy. It's pumping like there's no tomorrow, as we can see here and here, also here. And all of this happened within a week or so. What was this? This was 11 days pump. This was 4 days pump, and this one here was what, like 4 days pump. It 72% to the upside in 4 days, which is incredible. And if we do see same here, if we do break this line, we could easily go to this 3000 level within few days or weeks. Okay, so this is gonna be it for Ethereum and Bitcoin. And right now I'm just gonna be looking at NGCOIN because this coin was featured in about, I believe, 2 videos ago, in about 2 weeks ago. It was requested by one of my subscribers, Clemsy23, and I do want to say huge thanks to my subscriber to bringing me up with this coin. He asked me to do a technical analysis on Chainlink, DOT, AAV, and ENJ, and I did say that if I was be trading, I would be trading ENG right now. I do believe that all of these coins pump higher. I don't know where was this. Let me just check. You can check the previous video to see where we were at that time. But I did say the most potential trade. We're still around here with the DOT. We are still in the same with DOT and same on Link. And I did tell you that the most potential trade that I would be looking at is ANG, because we didn't have any huge pumps to the upside. We were trading within this rectangle range. If we are putting some like this, we were trading within this pattern, and once we break this, we're gonna go higher. We were at around 44 cents, if I'm not mistaken. We were just retesting our previous high as a support. So thanks to my subscriber Clemsy23, I did enter a long position here without leverage, of course, on NG against Bitcoin, and it did bring me a nice 250% profit. I closed most of my position. I am still holding some of the ENG coin in case it goes higher, but it was extremely great trade. I bought at around 44 cents. And right now we are in 290% profit. I do hope that you jump on this trade as well. But again, I did trade it against Bitcoin, and this was my entry point right here, which was around 44 cents against US dollars. And we are right now in an extremely nice profit. I took some out in this once we tested this high here around 250% profit. I could take a bit more, but I'm not greedy. I mean, this is incredible trade if you ask me. So if we do see a nice consolidation here, I'm just gonna go to dollar value because most of you are trading against dollars. So it would be great to see ANG to go down and retest this 1.3 let's see, $1.3 as a support, which is our candle close of our previous high. This could give ENG another chance to pump to even higher. And if we are looking at Elliott impulse wave, and starting from here, this would be our 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 would be something like so, and our next elliott wave should be the biggest one, and it should compare to our previous trend. This is not gonna work exactly as it's supposed to because we are on the logarithmic chart right now, but even if we do pump from this 0 to 1 elliott wave, we are going to be reaching around $2.5, but I do believe that it could go even higher if we do have a nice correction down and retesting our previous high as a support. We are trading at all-time highs right now, so it is risky to jump into any trade right here, so I wouldn't advise it right now. But again, thanks to my subscriber for bringing me these incredible coins. I didn't even know about this coin until he asked me about doing some technical analysis on it. So again, I hope you made this nice trade and made some nice profits on the way. So this is gonna be it for today. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and anything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, so be smart and do your own research before you put any of your hard-earned money into these markets. If you want me to do any technical analysis on any other coins, please leave it down in the comments below. I'll check it out. I hope we see another coin like NG or something like that, something that didn't pump 200 and something %,000% to the upside, so we can do a nice technical analysis and catch a nice trade on it. Again, if you do like my content, please like this video, click the subscribe button and notification button to be notified as soon as I post my next video. Until next time, see you guys later.